We shall not be moved just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for a contract. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for a contract. We shall not be moved just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. We're stronger together, we shall not be moved. We're stronger together, we shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, we shall not be moved. We're fighting for an increase, we shall not be moved. We're fighting for an increase, we shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, we shall not be moved. Respect. We're fighting for respect. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for respect. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, we shall not be moved. Justice. We're fighting for justice. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for justice. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, we shall not be moved. With the workers behind us, the workers behind us, we shall not be moved. The workers behind us, we shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, we shall not be moved. We're stronger together. We're stronger together. We shall not be moved. We're stronger together. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waters, we shall not be moved.
Okay, hi, welcome, happy Tuesday, and welcome to another episode of SEIU Says. We thank you for allowing us into your homes. This is the show that's dedicated to union workers as well as non-union workers and the communities that they live in, bringing about change on a city, state level. And we have a guest today. Her name is Rosemary Reeves, and we'll be speaking to her in 1 second. But first of all, I would like to let you know, SEIU Says is brought to you by GWC, Goldman, Weissman, and Cairo, Illinois' largest compensation for I'm sorry, that I apologize. I normally had a thing that would go right here. We could talk about it, but the number is I'm sorry, that number is 312-787-5868. That number is 312-787-5868, and that's for workers' comp. That's right. GWC is the largest in the state of Illinois dealing with workers' comp situations. And if you have a situation that you would like to get resolved, if you have questions in regards to workers' comp, or you would like to possibly file a claim, or even to know if you're eligible for workers' comp, then you want to dial, you can give us a phone call at 1-312-787-5868. That number is 1-312-787-5868. And so, in celebration of Women's History Month, I have someone over to my left, which is a wonderful woman. I've had the opportunity to speak to her on several occasions, and her name is Rosemary Reeves. And how you doing today? Happy Tuesday.
I'm wonderful, and how about you?
I'm doing excellent. How's everything going?
Well, everything is good.
That's great. That's great. And so, in celebration of Women's History Month, we would like to say every day is history. Make history every day if you can. And so, this person over here has made history, because I understand you have a non-for-profit organization.
Yes.
Could you please tell us a little bit about that non-for-profit organization?
My non-for-profit that I run is called Women I, and Happy Women's Month, everybody. It's called Women I, and what we do is we empower women, and we give them the tools to help them to become sustainable through self-employment. We have workshops, and we build leaders and mentorship programs for women, so they can be healthy spiritually, financially, and otherwise. You
give them a plan, basically.
Yes,
you help them along.
Yes.
They have the plan, but you kind of help them to get to the steps to obtain the goal.
Definitely.
Okay.
And so we're a delegate agency for the city of Chicago, and we are funded to help women to start and grow businesses.
Okay, so women that are out there that you're looking to start and grow a business, and you want information in regards to that, what is your website?
My website is www.womeni.com. www.womeni.org.
Okay.
Yes.
That
And
website once again?
it's www.womeni.org. And we're located at 500 North Michigan Avenue in Suite 1035. And our phone number is area code 312-654-9748.
Everybody get a pen. What was that number?
And again, the other number is area code 312-527-0900.
Okay, that sounds like a winner. Now, not only is she making strives in her personal life as far as non-for-profit organization, taking life by the horns and making the best of it, turning situations around to make it quite pleasant, you have another goal that's taking place, and I believe you're running for Cook County Commissioner for the 3rd District. Is that correct?
Exactly.
And what is the jurisdiction of the 3rd District? Please let us know so people can know they can vote.
The 3rd District runs from Walton to the north, and basically it's all of Streeterville, and then it goes part of the South Loop, and then it goes all of Bronzeville, all of Hyde Park, all of Kenwood, all of Woodlawn, and a lot northern part of South Shore, or the western part.
So we got kind of like South Shore, Kenwood, Woodlawn, the South Loop.
Right. And Streeterville, which is my area.
Streeterville, okay. Hyde Park.
Right, in
okay.
Hyde Park. And then it goes west. So it really covers 229 precincts and 11 wards. So it's a very big district. And
early voting has started now. What is your ticket number? What is your punch number?
My punch number is 102.
That punch number is 102.
That's right.
102.
So vote. Go and vote early and vote.
Vote. Okay, and what does a Circuit Court of Cook County Commission, because a lot of people are like, well, what in the world does that do?
Well, actually,
what will you do? What is your goal?
My platform is, since I've been in the 3rd District most of my life, and my platform is basically to build economic development in that area.
So economic development within Hyde Park, South Shore, Streeterville, and all those areas that are within the 3rd District is one of the goals. Right.
And then basically, without the economic development, you would never have safety on the streets. You would never have proper health care. You would never have any of those things, because basically people have to see that they can make a living for themselves in order for them to prosper and grow. And so that's why I want to bring the economic development back. When I was raised in Robert Taylor Home many years ago, we had stores. We had little small stores. So when I'm talking about small businesses, I'm not talking about businesses 500 or less. We're talking about a micro business with women, with people who want to open up a little store or a little bakery or a little floor shop or a cleaning business, something that your kids can see how, if you're able to do this, they're able to do this. And so that's
you want to build a monarch, basically, like a legacy of self-preservation that working, and you want to show
pride in your community, pride in your community. So basically, people will understand how they can achieve things, because if you don't keep the money in the neighborhoods, I have nothing against really the other businesses that are in our communities, but if we don't have people that we can identify with, then it's hard for our children to see that they can do this,
to see themselves there, because they need someone, because people need visualization, because we are stimulated by visualization and things like that. So you just want to see that it can be done. So those stereotypes and all those things that are no longer there. And we have a caller, and if you're going to call in today, we're asking that you keep the questions related to the guests that are here, because we have
I am, ma'am.
Yes.
I hope to God, if you wind up being on the county board, we got a problem in terms of our property taxes now. If you miss, I'll give you an example. You miss one installment, say your taxes like $400, and you have up to 2 years to redeem your taxes. Those taxes, to redeem those taxes from a bank, they could be like $1,600. And that is really ridiculous. It's really hitting people of color in our neighborhood. When you go along, you see a lot of houses boarded up. That is highway robbery. Myself, I'm not going to vote for none of those county commissioners to be retained. I just hope to God, if you wind up being on the board, that you would do something about it. If you don't owe something like $500, I understand pay a small penalty, but not to go 3 times as much.
I would definitely be protecting people like you, because I understand how hard it is. And so when I'm appointed to the Cook County Board, I will make a lot of changes. I promise you that.
Okay. Well, we thank you, and we are working to get a longer show. So for Miss Rosemary Reeves will be joining. What is your website
My
for the
website
campaign?
for the campaign is www.rosemaryreeves for a new way.
What was that
And
website once
again,
again?
it's www.rosemaryreeves for a new way. So please take 10 people out to vote. Don't sit along on the side thinking that somebody's going to come and save you. Take 10 people out to vote so we can make a difference in our world.
Absolutely. Take the power. You own the moment. Everyone has the power to own the moment, to shape tomorrow. Go and vote. What was that number once again?
My phone number is area
Vote punch number.
Oh, punch number. Sorry. My punch number is 102. Please
Okay.
punch 102 when you
102.
go out and vote.
That's
vote.
right. That's right. Okay. I want to thank you. We want to visit your website. I'll be interviewing her on next Monday on a different radio show. And so she's going to have that information on her website. Introduce yourself once again.
My name is Rosemary Reeves. I'm running for Cook County Board Commissioner of the 3rd District. Looking forward to being your commissioner.
That's right. Definitely. Local 73 is... this is the number to our Member Resource Center. That number is 312-787-5868. The number to SEIU Local 73 is 312-787-5868. Or you can go visit us online at www.seiu73.org. Tell a friend. That's right. SEIU Says. You join us every Tuesday right here on KNTV Channel 21, and we'll be asking questions that affect union workers, non-union workers, and the communities they live in. So like us on Facebook. That Facebook is SEIU 73, and you can hit like and you'll receive information on that. So right now, here we are. We're back again, and we have another guest.
Miracle.
I know, right? My name is Charlie, and I'm surrounded by angels. This is my lucky day. I had a good life. Okay, introduce yourself.
My name is Freddrenna Lyle, and
I've
I
heard of
am
you before.
currently a judge on the Circuit Court of Cook County.
All right.
I have, before you heard of me, I think it was when I was an alderman.
You were the alderman for the 6th Ward.
13 years.
And where is the 6th Ward?
On the south side of Chicago.
Okay.
I told people if there was a South Central in Chicago, it would have been the 6th Ward.
Okay.
So 13 years as an alderman. Before that, I practiced law for 18 years. And for the last 2.5 years, I've been sitting on the bench.
Wow.
Dispensing justice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so now you're running for?
I'm currently running for the Illinois Appellate Court. I'm at a trial court level now.
Okay.
And the Appellate Court is the reviewing court. So I was slated by the Democratic Party to run for the Appellate Court. And so I'm out here going all over the county asking people to support me.
Okay. And what is your punch number?
Punch 133.
That number is 133.
133 and vote for me.
133. I find it so interesting because a lot of times, because I'm a voter, we go and we see all these names on here and we have no idea who to vote for. So it's kind of like you close your eyes and just kind of pick one. At least I know that's what I kind of did. I just closed my eyes and you don't know who to associate it with. Like, what have they done? But you have a reputation. You have a name. There's some things that you have done in regards to that. So by going and transitioning into this new position, what are some of the goals that we as the constituents, that when we vote for you, what will be some of our benefits that we will reap under your, when you win?
Well, basically, the appellate court is the reviewing court. They review the decisions of the lower courts. You can expect every judge to follow the law, and we follow the law as it's presented on that day. Where judges have discretion, however, you need to expect that the judges exercise their discretion in a manner that provides justice for those people that are appearing before them. I think anyone who thinks that what's happening in America is colorblind and that justice is colorblind they have some vision issues. And diversity matters in justice.
Diversity matters in justice.
And so
Diversity matters everywhere.
Well, it matters in America.
Right.
Until they come up with another system, it's mattering here, and I think we see it more and more. So you can expect a compassionate judge, someone who is going to follow the law, someone who is articulate, someone who's hardworking, someone that you know, because of 33 years of service to the community, is going to be making a decision every day with the best interest of my community at heart.
Wow, you have 33 years as a public
33
servant.
years.
33 years.
It's a long
we hear
time.
that, not just Chicago, America, the world, because we are streaming live on www.cantv live. I mean, so www.cantv.org/live. But we're talking more home right now because we need the people of Chicago to actually vote. And we have a caller right now. Is that correct?
Yes, good evening. This is one of the most wonderful person you could ever have to represent you. Freddie, this is Steve Crooks. I'm sorry, Freddie, Miss Lyle. She is one of the most wonderful person you could probably ever get to do anything for you. I knew her when we was young, and I knew her after we got old. She is one person who care about people. You can say a lot of things about a lot of people, but one thing you cannot never say, she don't care about people. Freddie, I think you're one of the most wonderful people that ever represent us in doing anything. I think you're a wonderful heart person. I think about you all the time. I aim to ask questions about you. I hear you still down in the old neighborhood, so keep it tight. But Freddie, good luck to you. And Joe, if you're listening, vote for this one. You will really enjoy her. She will protect you and help you. Freddie, have a great day, baby.
Thank you
take care.
very much. That's someone that goes back to elementary school. I grew up in Chicago.
Okay.
I was in Chicago Public Schools student, went to Park Manor, went to South Shore, went to University of Illinois, John Marshall Law School, and then I lived 2 blocks from the elementary school that I went to, and so I am a neighborhood creature, and these people, they know me. I didn't run away when I got my first check, and
that's the difference. That's what makes the difference.
Yeah.
Right. Do we have another caller? Okay. Yeah, so we want you to punch
133.
133.
Vote for Lyle with a smile.
Vote for Lyle with a smile. That's right. 133. That's right. So when you see that, when you go out, you want to 133, and definitely you will have a smile. We have a caller? Okay, we have a caller.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Ma'am, this is what I'm really concerned about in terms of our Fourth Amendment protection. I'm really concerned about that. As a judge going to be on the appellate court, are you really going to uphold our Fourth Amendment protections that we have and not look the other way some other judges do?
We are bound by the Fourth Amendment, and I will enforce the law as it is on any given day that I'm in court. I do that now, and I certainly would do that as an appellate court justice also. So yes is the answer. I'm going to enforce all of the laws that protect the Fourth Amendment of the citizens, as well as all of the laws that protect all of the other citizens.
Okay, so she answered that question. All right.
You know, it's very difficult trying to decide who to vote for in terms of judges. There are evaluation organizations, but they're purely subjective. And so that is one tool. It's not the only tool. You have newspapers. Again, they're purely subjective. The best way that I think that we should select judges is based on their background, based on what they've done, based on whether or not they're coming out to the community asking you for your vote, based upon what recommendations you get from people who, from your lawyer. Call your lawyer and ask them if they've been in front of these judges. And then you can read all of the different papers and the Bar Association reviews. But those people that want your votes that are appearing in your community, and you can find out whether they're in your community by looking in your community newspapers.
They'll show up at your church. They'll show up maybe perhaps at a block party, but are they there longevity? When the street lights come on, are they there? When there's questions that need to be answered, are they there? Or are they just there for that one particular time just to get your vote? But you know, you've pretty much established, being a alderman for the 6th Ward, you've established consistency, and you established the ability that you can articulate and meet the needs of people, because you know you've been an alderman for a long time. And not only that, you've been able to demonstrate that you can grow from a position, that once you have mastered one thing, it's okay to grow to something else. And when you grow to bigger and better things, all of the people will flourish because you have that knowledge. A lot of people have knowledge, but it takes wisdom on know how to give that knowledge out. A lot of people may have a whole lot of book sense, but it comes to having true wisdom when knowing how to apply that and when to get a resolution for when the people need. So you got a pretty good sense of consciousness there, I have to say.
Well, we have to all rise together. It doesn't do us any good to have 5 people that are doing well and everyone else doing poorly, and that's
Correct.
why we have to work to make sure that everyone is going to rise in this boat that we're in, or we are not actually giving honor to God, because our life is His gift to us. What we do with it and the service that we provide to others is our gift to Him.
It's a gift, right?
Yeah.
Right. And gift, when people that have the gift, as Maya Angelou say, sister, when you learn, you teach. So, or your brother, when you learn, you teach. We have a caller on the line. Okay, so that's great. All right, so we want to talk about this. You want to punch 133 for Freddrenna Lyle with a smile. And that's right. And she's running for, once again?
I'm running for the Illinois Appellate Court.
Okay.
And, it's very important that people go to the back of the ballot. They put the judges in the back. And it's, usually the president's up front. In this case, it's the governors at the top of the ballot. Then you come with your state reps and your county commissioners. I would dare say that in your lifetime, you're going to have more contact with the judge than you're going to have with the governor or the president.
Not me.
But they're good things. People come to court for good things. People come to court for adoptions. People come to court to have real estate matters resolved. So you may have to come in because you have a parent that you need to get guardianship for. We have a new elder law division. So there are a lot of reasons that people come to court. But whenever you come to court, if it's your next door neighbor, you want to make sure that the judge that's there is going to be fair, it's going to be honest, is going to treat that person with respect. And do justice in that courtroom. So it's important that we make sure we have good judges. And folks have to go back to the back of the ballot and elect judges they know. Please don't go eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Right, I did it. I couldn't help it.
So that's why. So I just thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to help people get information.
Right. So if you want a judge, typically when you elect someone in Congress, I mean not Congress, but when you elect someone in office, that at the end of the night, you want to be able to feel comfortable that when you go to sleep, that this person has the executive skills, this person has the reason and the logic to bring about the voice of the people, to usher in the will and the mood of evolution as us as being humans, and that they're not going to sell themselves out or not look at you fairly for whatever reason, based off of color, creed, sexuality, whatever the case may be, educational status, that you won't feel safe with that. And so we're going to go to that overhead. Okay. All right, so dig down a little bit. So here we are live once again.
Thank you.
With SEIU Local 73. And so what is that punch? 133?
133.
And what is that punch?
102.
102 for Cook County Commissioner for the 3rd District. 133 for
Illinois Appellate Court.
And this is Charlie. SEIU says we will be back next week. Same bad time, same back channel. And we thank you for letting us into your home today. And have a wonderful week.
Vote.
Vote. Rock the vote.